there's not one way.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's not one way, and it happens in all different ways based on the people. And so, as we know, Jen, safety is always our priority, and safety is a preamble to attachment.
Mm-hmm.
And so some people blurt it out, whether they're safety or not. Some couples know before they start with you. Some couples don't know. So it's a big question from a content perspective, but it's also, there's so many variables that I want to get the essence and be helpful without getting caught in too much of the potential variables. So safety really, really matters to me. And disclosure and the details, again, going back to human neurology, like some colleagues tell their clients, you don't get to ask those questions. Or because those questions are all about content, we're process consultants. We don't let the content come into the room. This is one place of content where I can't imagine asking my client to anything that preoccupies their brain, I want to know about, because it's blocking their connection. A preoccupied brain is not a brain that can tell a nervous system to be open for bonding moments. And so I've in fact had clients write out their questions. The most I've had is someone come back with 5-page type, 73 questions. And, a lot of content, but before they ask the question, I do emotional processing with them. You feel what when you look at this question? When you get your question to mind, you're feeling what? So we're processing affect. And then I let the person ask the question, and then before the partner can answer, you feel what? What's happening on the inside as you hear your partner's question? Well, I'm afraid he or she won't believe me. I've actually given them this information and they still don't believe me. So we're processing fears of not being believed.
So if a person has 73 questions,
Yeah.
You don't just have them, of course, EFT, ask the question, answer the question, ask the question. It's every single question you might ask, if, in this case, in the case we're talking about, the woman, question number 1, she might feel scared to ask it, scared to know the answer, angry that she even is asking it. She might feel full of demand and tension. You just linger with that and the meaning of the question too.
Yeah, I don't let a client ask a question without doing intrapsychic processing.
Okay.
Before the question's asked, as it's asked, and before it's answered and as it's answered. Because what I've learned, my lovely clients in this scenario have taught me, after the first 3 or 5 or 7 questions, they're processing their affect, and the other 70 questions are irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're starting to feel their partner's remorse. They're starting to feel their partner's sadness. They're starting to feel their own pain, and their pain is being shared and their partner's taking it in. So I'm doing the attachment injury repair steps. I mean, those kind of content questions are often in stage 1, where we're addressing the attachment injury but not repairing it. But in stage 2, sometimes those questions come up from a very vulnerable place. I know I'm not supposed to ask. Not even sure I want to know, but did you have sex with your affair partner in our home? Very vulnerable questions, but people need to know so their brains can get not preoccupied with things they don't. The human brain can't afford to feel like it's in the dark.